song, but the song is TLC's Damaged. I love that song a lot. I think it's amazing. But I'm on here to do a video response to an email that I received from one of my lovely cupcakes. Yes. Let me turn that. Anyways, one of my cupcakes, I did a video recently for her. She looked at it and she liked it. I'm glad that you liked it, but I'm going to address some things that she wants to know answers to. One of her questions in the email, she said that I've been thinking, when you were in a bad relationship, if ever, how did you move on? Because she said, I know that you said in one of your videos that you saw domestic abuse in your home, and many people stay in situations where they are abused, but it takes a lot of courage to break the cycle, as you seem to be doing well. Well, to answer your question, sweetie, for me, it takes a long time for me to actually get over somebody, because with me, like when I'm in love with somebody, I give my all to them, no matter what they do to me, how they do it. I strongly say this to you. I always say that you will hurt me far more quicker than I'll ever hurt you. So for me, it's harder for me to get over anybody, because when I'm in love with you and I'm in a relationship with you, I am all in it for you. You know what I mean? It's sad to say, but a lot of people are not like me, because they think, oh, you got to sleep with a person, or whatever it is, using whatever it is. You know what I mean? What the means is to get over them, or whatever that situation is. Getting over somebody is hard, but the first step is actually taking that first step to do that. Get rid of things that they've had, or getting out, meeting new people, doing a lot of things to kind of get your mind off that person. It's a process. It's not easy, but it can happen. So that's one of the things that I can say. But to answer your next question, for me, it's really not that easy for me to kind of break the cycle of domestic abuse, because first and foremost, I have been in a situation where, which I actually talked to Kenny 18 about this. He did a video response to me. I also, I got jumped before, because the guy thought I was a girl, of course, and his whole thing is when I told the person that I was talking to in the past about this, that person went up and asked the guy who had, violently, hit me or whatever, several times, did he know anything about the situation? And the guy was like, no, and his whole response was, he was like, well, that bitch didn't want to talk to me, and da-da-da-da. That's stupid, you know what I mean? And you want to hate me because I don't want to talk to you? I'm with somebody, or was with somebody at the time, that person at the time, but I think that's stupid, and for me, I think that any form of abuse, mental, physical, both, whatever, no matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, straight, gay, bi, whatever the means, abuse is abuse. It's not right. You should not do it. I don't condone it. I don't like it, because it's not right, personally, from what I've been through, and then growing up around it, seeing my mother get abused for 8 years by a guy who so-called said he loved her. Oh, I love you. Bloop, black eye. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So do I have something or a problem with somebody that does that? Yes, I do. I have a problem with you a lot, because growing up with it, I had to grow up with it. It puts a trigger in my mind. You know what I mean? Like, you can forgive the person, but you'll never forget what they did to you. You know what I mean? But it also makes you a stronger person. That's why I commend people like Tina Turner. You know what I mean? They got a video. She has a video that she made about what's love got to do with it, and a movie. You know what I mean? She's like one of the people that actually was in something like that. But you're not aiming by yourself. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's not right. And Rihanna and Chris Brown situation. You know what I mean? It's not right. It's so not right. You should never put your hands on nobody. It shouldn't get to that point. Like, that's what I think. If you can't talk about it, if you get to the point where you mad at a person or whatever, you should call it off. Don't even try to like go on with it. Especially if you know you're gonna punch somebody or hit them. It's not right. You know what I mean? It shouldn't go that far to nobody. I don't care who you are, black, white, gay, straight, girl, boy, female, whatever. It's not right. That's how I feel about it. In any form of abuse. And then she goes on and says, let me read. So I just wanted to know, what advice would you give to people watching your videos who might feel surrounded by abusers, and who in turn feels that they cannot know any other way of life? So they become abusers or abusees, so to speak. I know you probably have some advice share with people. I would personally say that if you are surrounded by something like that, you should speak out about it. You know what I mean? You should tell somebody that you're close to, somebody that you know that you can confide in. You know, go to authority or something. You know what I mean? Because if that keeps going on with you, you're like, that person tends to not trust anybody at all, period. You know, whether it's female, male, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they don't trust you because they feel like, okay, you might do something to me that you know that might cause me to relive what I've been through. You know what I mean? And I personally say, talk about it. You know, with me, it took me 6 to 8 months to get over that one situation with me. You know what I mean? And I had one person, a good friend of mine, told me, she said, you know what, do not let him defeat you. Live your life, talk about it, tell people about your situation. And for me, it was hard because I lost sleep. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want people in my faces because I thought that they were going to do the same thing that this person did to me. You know what I mean? I just did not want to even coexist in this world. I just wanted to just ball up and just give up. You know what I mean? But when you do that, you know, who are you helping? You know what I mean? Your life can actually be a testimony to somebody. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean, she get on the superstar, even though I don't know if she's been abused before, but she probably has, but Mary J. Blige. That's why her life is such a testimony like it is. You know what I mean? Because she talked about stuff that she went through. And that's why so many people have nothing but love for her. You know what I mean? Even the ones that hate on her. You know what I mean? She's doing something right. You know, but I mean, I personally don't think it's right. I don't condone it. I don't wish it on nobody. I don't want it for anybody, girl, boy, whoever it is. It's all wrong. All of it is wrong. It's not right. You know what I mean? And I feel like the song, you know, Damage, that I was playing earlier, which I'm going to play before in a little bit, but I feel like that song kind of is it's a way to kind of let people know, okay, you're going through this, you know what I mean, you're not by yourself. I understand where you're coming through, what you're going through, and all of that. You know what I mean? TLC, you know, y'all are good. I love y'all, you know, but to just address that, you know, if you're surrounded by that, I don't feel like, you know, like that's good. You know, I don't feel like somebody who's going through that kind of situation, I feel like, I don't understand why you would want to turn into an abusive person, you know what I mean, and you've been surrounded by it, and then you kind of blame what you've been going through on it. You know, like you sometimes it can turn into a negative, but it can turn into a positive. Like, I could have been the type of person to been an abusive person or mentally hurting somebody, but that's not me. You know what I mean? It's how you you take what you've been through and how you incorporate it and help other people out. It's what you do with it. You know what I mean? And that's just what I feel. I feel like, you know, the only way to actually get over something is to talk about it. And I really feel like, and I don't know if you've been going through that or whatever, I really don't know, but I hope not, you know. Or if you know somebody that's been through that, tell them to talk, tell them to you know, tell somebody, you know, because they can actually help somebody else out in times of need. You know, that's just what I think, you know. But I'm glad that you know, send me an email. I love that. That makes me feel so special, and I'm so glad that I can actually inspire you. I really do feel like I am growing really close with you, and everything. And I do love you from the bottom of my heart. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. You are my cupcakes and all my new cupcakes and everything. Join in the love, bring the positivity, and talk about stuff like this, because we need to know what to do in situations like this. We need to let people know, my life is a testimony. It's not always good, it's not always bad, but that's what makes you worth living. You know what I mean? Don't think that you're in it by yourself. And with that said, I just say God bless. I love you. Here we go. Bye bye. Damage.